Oops, all slimes. I like this setup. The interesting thing is it's actually one of the easier setups in this game. Like, this straight up might be easier to do than the run I just did. The main difference is it's very heavily dependent on RNG in a way that the previous run... Well, no, the previous run was just as dependent on RNG, so I don't even know what I'm saying here. Okay. So I want to get... I want to get this down. Because we are going to have to fight some ghosts. Because I know the weird blood mass men also give me what I need. I'm taking a slightly more liberal approach to Oops All Slimes because the double battlefield produces a slime unit. Oops, all goop. I like that. That's a good way to do it. Does Arsenal always unlock the exact same slot? Yes, it does. I should probably actually remember to equip stuff. There we go. Oopsie daisy. Oh boy. Hey YouTube, if you're watching this episode and I didn't name this episode Goopsie Daisy or Oops All Goop, please tell me so I can rectify this post haste. Okay, so we're gonna get these down. One, because we actually need to fight scarecrows. They drop a certain type of resource that we need. Two, let's see. Two, I can delete one of the villages, and that spawns 2 wheat fields that spawn angry wheat, which gives me what I need. That did give me a thicket. Okay, temporal beacon. I'll put right there. Okay, and we have another thicket. So now we got some quests. Some loot. Dim some good boots. Oh, let's see, that's better. I knew about the wheat synergy for a while. I don't know why I didn't test it, to be honest, but Oh, you know what? I know how I ran into those. I've technically been fighting them in the past, and I think I just never noticed. When I corrupted a town using the vampire, that probably is what summoned the wheat. I never even thought about that. Let's see. What would happen if you got a second armory from killing a primal mass? Not a clue. Okay, we get a chrono crystal. Let's see. We even want to get this down. Doesn't really matter. I'll put it there. At least for now. Give us the grains. Oh, I killed him. Okay, I could really use an Oblivion right about now. Because I have an idea. I kind of want to destroy this village. I probably shouldn't. No, we're going to destroy the bandits first. Okay, Chrono Crystal. Yeah, I'm just gonna stack a bunch of those. Didn't kill him. Those scarecrows are spooky. Okay, evasion and attack speed. Ritual sword. It's probably better for... Oh, no, no, no. We don't want to lose the damage to all. Okay, let's just hope we get the picky perk. Or the one that gives me buildings. Okay. A lot of options here. I think I'm going to pick up supplies. Gift of Blood is good, but we don't need it. Having supplies just means that we never have to worry about dropping anything off. It's something that I want to get later, and would have preferred to get later. But I'll take it now. Okay. We should stop at this point. At least no more villages. But yeah, this guy, Blood Clot. Liquid has his soul submerged undead. But he should... These guys should give me the resource I'm looking for very occasionally. It's kind of rare. Okay. Unfortunately, this game suffers a little bit from that early roguelike doldrums. Which is a bit of a problem. It's not so bad, but it's one of those where... Let's see. I'll get that there. Anything else I can get? No. Okay, good. I didn't mess up the pattern. We're effectively, like, the very beginning of a roguelike is always kind of slow. What do you mean by that? So, if you guys have played roguelikes, I'm assuming many of you have, there's often this kind of feeling of just like, alright, I've started a new run, and I have nothing, and nothing is interesting. And so you kind of sit there for a while, going through the run. Hello, this is really good. Which one of these is... Go with that one. More damage to all? Yes. Now that we know how good damage to all is, I'm almost obsessively going for it if I can. Where, like, the beginning of every roguelike is boring. You don't have any interesting power-ups, and unless the game showers you with some, like, new starting thing. It's literally the point. Start from nothing, make a cool build. The problem is, it often takes 25% to 33% of a roguelike run to actually get that cool build. And that's kind of something... I feel like the genre suffers for it a little bit. Oh, it's a quest giver. Go figure. And so I'm kind of in that state right now where I don't have any of the cool items, so I'm just kind of low-key bored. waiting for it to get more interesting and speed up a little bit. And not a lot of roguelikes actually solve that. Like, at all, really. Maybe make it so you can upgrade starting gear to nudge it a bit more. Yeah, or honestly, I know it would make the game more broken. Just get some bookeries around. I'm not gonna have them cover 2 spots, because that turns out to be a bad idea. I would say, I know it would make the game a bit more broken, but actually just make it so that you get rare loot faster with every subsequent chapter. But I realize that would make it easier, and I don't know. I don't think there's really a good solution to it. Because many roguelikes use meta progression as kind of a means of getting around it, but I find meta progression is kind of risky. That if you lean into meta progression too hard, you end up just making your game unbalanced in an unfun way. Let's go Marauder. We should get rid of these guys. It's one of the reasons why I like Slay the Spire with the option to choose your cards from random rolls. Yeah, the Neo's Blessing is huge. Especially if you got some of the modded ones, they give you even more, like, ridiculous starting things. Oh, hello. Let's give that instead of there. I want to actually delete some enemies here. Oh yeah, there was the Watcher with the book. I hadn't actually been paying attention previously. And so yeah, starting with a slightly randomized build every single time could be interesting. That's why I liked the item... let's see, do we have a bandit? No, we don't. So I can delete this. Let's see, I'm gonna start making my way over here. I don't think I want to get any more villages down, but I might as well get a battlefield here. We'll have this be kind of weird blood row, with a lot of chrono crystals backing it up, so hopefully it ends up just maxed out along the way there. Yeah, meta progression has some big issues. I think a modern example would be Gunfire Reborn, which unless you have basically every upgrade, runs are a nightmare in their own right. That crowd did prove it was possible to beat Elite without meta progression. It took him a while. Yeah, and that's just, it's like, it's possible, but it's not fun. I much prefer the meta progression where it gives you a bunch of different options, but it never actually scales you up. Or, if you really want to lean into it, make it like this game where the meta progression is more to kind of lead you towards the natural ending of the game. Let's see, we're not going to delete a village? Yeah, but I have to get rid of interlopers first. This is Oops All Slimes, not, well, Oops All Goop. Not, we'll let those woodmen live, because they're convenient right now. Hello. So we lose a bit of damage to all. Evasion, crit damage. Evasion and attack speed. Now that I can get behind. Yeah, we're getting some okay equipment here, but it's not quite where I want to be. Make meta progression mostly story or side grades rather than upgrades. Or, I would say, not slay the spire. No, I should probably put that down there, just to finish this off. Hey, there we go. Bye. I don't think I need more of those necessarily. Overgrown field. Spawns a scarecrow, creates a field of blades on empty tiles during combat. Ah. Okay. I don't actually know if I need more villages down. I could put, like, one right in the middle of this mess. Actually, let's put it up here. Just because that area is going to get hairy. I like Rogue Legacy's meta progression. It's designed so most people beat the game well before 100%ing it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll have to think of others. This is why I need to actually commit to that whole video essay thing. Okay. Another Oblivion. We have a bandit camp. And unfortunately, it is a little tougher. Wow. We're going to be fighting a lot of these blood clots, for better or worse. But do we actually... We are getting some of what we're looking for here. We're not getting much, though. This probably won't speed up until later. Damn, I hit hard. I guess we're actually already on level 6 and 9 and whatnot. Yeah, Rogue Legacy did a great job being one of the first of its kind. I think, unfortunately, Rogue Legacy did so well that a lot of games didn't learn the right lessons from it. Got him. Yep. Okay, we are getting the shapeless masses. I almost killed him. I guess the one downside is we are going to have to try and beat the boss like this. Okay, 1, 2. There we go. Let's start opening up these vaults, because we're going to need them. Please be picky. Damn it. Probably got nothing is sacred just for that little bit of extra HP. This guy has some healing problems. Okay, there we go. So I plan to stop the treasuries from gargoyles, spawning gargoyles. Maybe. I don't get a whole lot of Oblivion, which is the big issue. Okay. Better boots. Way better boots. We lose a little bit of the attack speed, but we gain more damage to all, which is kind of what I'm constantly looking for. We're gonna lose a little bit of it here. But it will be worth it. So, this gives magic damage, attack speed, and evasion bonus. This gives a lot of crit chance. And this gives a lot of attack speed. Let's see, my current one... There's a lot of magic HP and then just defense. Let's go with that. Okay, what about armor? There's the better one. Because yeah, damage to all is what makes me a bit of a monster. To some degree, we do want to stack attack speed as well. Okay. Like that bad. I want to stick a village, like, right in here. Just for a little bit of bonus healing. As this is always going to look just a little hairy. Ow. Okay. This hurts. If I can pull it off, I'll be okay. I'm also healing decently well via vampirism and the other bonuses. But we might want to slap some random villages around just to get my HP back. I'll put that one there. Let's see. Please tell me I'm at least getting a decent amount of shapeless masses. I kind of am. These guys hurt. Okay. There we go. Unfortunately, I'm trying to keep up with chat, but this game actually requires some effort here. Yeah. What is even... It's too much. It's all very small. Yeah, I'd rather have 2 hours of dense, well-designed content than 200 hours of simple, repetitive, cathartic content, but to each their own. I think that's also... I almost might want to say it's an age thing, to some small degree. That I've definitely been way less comfortable with... Oh, God. I've been way less comfortable with really lengthy, grindy content. No, let's get rid of the bandit village. The fakers are adorable, and I'll leave them alive. But, so, Shell and I are relatively big WoW fans, but I haven't really seriously played WoW in quite some time. And to some degree, I don't think I ever will. Just because every time I load that game up, it just feels like a massive time sink. It's a gaping void that I stare into that says, give me your free time, and I will give little in return. And I look at it in horror, almost. And I realize I'm being a bit melodramatic with this, but it's very much this feeling of just like, this game exists to devour my time. And so it becomes difficult. Yeah, we're getting real close. We're gonna have to potentially stop and just grind for a bit. Let's see, I'm gonna put a chrono crystal out here. We really want a whole bunch of slimes in that area. Oh, I messed up. I'll have to get rid of that one. Yeah, I think I'm okay for a bit yet. Please give me an oblivion. Unfortunately, all of this gear is kind of trash. At least for what I want to do. Okay, and I'm actually staying alive. Picky, picky, picky? No. Let's go Surveyor. I don't know how much that heals, but hopefully it does a lot. Okay. Less damage to all, more attack speed. Yes. More damage to all, but we lose the attack speed. We want that. Okay, so let's get rid of the scimitar for this. Let's see, way more shield and damage to all. It's now back up to 30. Let's see, we lose a little bit of damage to all, but we gain a lot of evasion, which we're going to need anyway. Ideally, I should probably get my evasion back up to 40-50%, give or take. But yeah, so I was actually playing WoW yesterday, and I did like a couple of the activities. Somebody had said Torghast was really fun, and I can say that it's such a neat idea and such a squandered execution. That so much of the game is truly designed to just keep you there as long as possible, grinding for, you know, the little upgrades, the goodies. We might actually die getting in here. We'll see. Really depends on how lucky I get. I think we're okay. We're out of the woods. Yeah, I should not have had the 2 blood battlegrounds. We got a chest. That's a new one. We should not have had them stacked up on each other. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's see. Anything else I want to put down? No. I just kind of want to let this go. How long has this one been going? This is a bit of a longer run. It's working out for me. We're not getting nearly enough shapeless masses for my tastes. But once this speeds up a bunch, really once we kill the boss, then we'll be golden. What does the chest do? Lowers resource penalty for dying or retreating by 3%. Oh, that's not actually that cool. I was hoping that would be a lot cooler. Okay, so we'll probably have to fight the boss on the next loop. But that should be okay. It gets really hairy for that initial bit, because the shapeless masses are spooky as hell. And then it gets way easier. I might want to move things around, so we do the blood battleground elsewhere. Okay. Slightly less, it's worth it. Okay, so we might want to have slightly less damage to all in favor of more survivability. That's good. Alright, how am I looking? Pretty good. Would this be better? It's like, same general damage, but no attack speed compared to the spear. I think we're good. I think it's about time that we fight. Let's see. That we fight the boss. There's our Oblivion. Let's get rid of that. No interlopers. There we go. It is perfect. And I should be able to cut through these guys a lot faster. Okay. Let's get that set up there. Yeah, they still burn through my shield pretty quick. Gonna get a bookery there. There's the boss. these guys hurt. Yeah, I might not be able to do my infinite cheese as much. Because these guys have heavy evasion. Which could get really gnarly for me. Luckily, we've already gotten through the meat of them. So probably after a certain point, I'll stop putting down... let's see. I'll stop putting down dunes. We're pretty close to the point where I might want to just stop putting down dunes. No. We want to get to the point where we can one-shot enemies, but we still have enough HP to survive. Because I want to be able to one-shot the Watchers with my AoE damage. Because they escape way too quick. Okay. Another perk. I want Awakened Fragment. I'm gonna go for it. Just because we're farming for really rare loot here. Okay. I can get another thicket down. There we go. The Watchers are so cute with their little books. Yeah, having these bookeries along the side for that bonus healing is huge. Okay, feeling reasonably confident here. My max HP is not nearly as good as the last round, but I attack crazy fast. Could you please stop? I refuse. To arms. Alright. We've already mulched through some amount of her shields. I do a ton of damage to her. Wow. I'd almost say she's easier than the Lich to some degree. And a failure again. Till we meet again, Zealot. I would love it if there's actually considerably more story for this. Post-mortem toll. 30% chance to get a random basic resource chunk upon killing an enemy. Actually, maybe that's not that helpful. Let's just go with the resources. And we're gonna stay. Because we're looking for a very specific resource that is actually kind of hard to come by. And technically, there's a couple that we're looking for. Oh, right. New equipment. Let's see. Good damage to all. Yes. Let's see, I think we're good. The only unfortunate part is the music. Now that the Hierophant is dead, the music's kind of just bleh. Bring back the Hierophant music. Okay. I have an Oblivion. There we go. Well, we're getting to the point where I can start one-shotting these guys. Let's see. Oh, dang it. Whatever. Won't be able to gem any more vaults in here. Let's see. Anything else? Not overwhelmingly. Yeah, I can't fit any more treasures. I could potentially start deleting stuff, but why? Unfortunately, the resource I'm looking for is super rare, so this is going to take a couple of loops. Yeah, vaults don't give treasure up to where you need. They do give resources, which is kind of like the one thing I was considering. The rogue also behaves really strangely when it comes to loot. Like, he gets way higher loot than anybody else does. I can fit in one more trove. Yeah, but I'd have to delete a forest. Unfortunately, I guess we are definitely fighting more slimes here. Honestly, at this point, we might even want to just start deleting towns to get more of those wheat creatures. At the empty wheat fields. There we go. It's a little quick. Let's see, is there anything else? Oblivion. Yeah, let's start doing that. Just because it's an easy group to fight. I don't have any other Oblivions. I need more Dooms. But I have a Thicket. I'll put it there. Yeah, this world is a weird mess. I don't know why I'm so committed to the aesthetic here. But, like, I figured, seeing as I got nothing better to do, and my usual hodgepodge was kind of visually offensive, why not just go kind of nuts? Can you imagine how weird this land would look from the ground? Yeah, it would be, I don't think I would want to visit here. Because either it would be real pretty, or, like, absolute Trashville. Welcome to Ultra Zealand. The land where you can walk 10 feet and be in, you know, the... Well, I guess New Zealand... I know New Zealand does have a desert, if I remember right. But if I remember right, New Zealand has the most amount of varied biomes in the world. Okay. Slightly less damage to all, more shield. Yeah. Let's see, so... Go for that. Yeah, I'm really trying to put push damage for all. Oh, we should probably stop at the dunes. My max HP is starting to go down. But my pretty pattern. I died. Well, there we go. Let's see. We got 3 Orbs of Unity. Yeah, I wasn't paying any attention and kind of wrecked myself there. Can I build? Do I have it? I can make the Alchemist head. Okay. I could actually make multiple. So do we save up for the river? Do we get the lumberjack? Okay, I gotta get a forest there. So this is how things are. Earlier we managed to stabilize a small part of the forest. Now it's almost a real part of our world. You can enter it and return safely without fear of disappearing from reality. You can even chop some wood there, but not all at once. Consider it our mutual triumph. The keeper of the forest is not very talkative, but he knows what he's doing. While you're away, he'll supply us with wood, and he's also a decent craftsman if need be. Okay, so we get 1 splinter for every completed loop, but no more than the amount of tiles around the lumberjack's hut. And we can now craft furniture, if the supply depot is built. We can still build the alchemist tent. I mean, now that we've cracked the code on how to get these Orbs of Unity, I'm gonna get the alchemist tent down, just because. Do you know that hydrogen is the most simple and common element in the universe? And do you know that not knowing this fact doesn't make you a bad person? Don't be afraid to learn, my friend. That's what I mean. Not knowing something is not a crime. The crime is not trying to learn anything. And look what you can achieve with science. Alchemical transformation of matter, creating one from another. Something you don't have from something you have. It's brilliant. So now you know where to go if you need a good old alchemical transformation. Or a nice cup of tea. And an interesting conversation, of course. So unlocks alchemy, the ability to craft jewelry, and 0 milestone golden card if Intel Center is built. Alchemy. Oh. Oh, that makes my life easier. Okay, I'm just gonna decompose one of them. So synthesizing is twice as expensive as decomposing it, but that doesn't surprise. So I'm just gonna decompose. I guess I should probably do it to the lower types, just to get the recipe down. I'm gonna decompose a Lich skull. Wow. It's not quite worth it. What are these again? Why the hell do we have so many Orbs of Expansion? Oh, we got a ton. Alright. Still, alchemy is huge. Interesting that they actually have room for more. Maybe they really are planning, like, a lot with this. But this solves so many problems. I'm just gonna have to decompose a whole bunch of stuff. It's okay. I have so many. This is why I've been farming. This express purpose. Not this express purpose, but still. There we go. Back to build. Build me a river! I can't believe it. I have a whole river of questions about this thing. Did you mean an ocean of questions? There's no more ocean in the world. River is the standard for a big body of water now. How do we even remember the ocean? Just think. All this water is coming from nowhere and it goes nowhere too. Is it the same water circulating around, or is something constantly creating new matter? I have no idea. Do you want to see if it's good for swimming? Of course. Unlocks the river card. Alright, what do we need for a bridge? We already got it. I've always liked bridges, but I only remember that now. Yeah, me too. A river with a bridge is a good sign of civilization. I guess there's a place for them in my expeditions. Here's a positive thought for you. The need to build constructions just to traverse some space means that our world is not as empty as it used to be. I see it as a good sign.